Alright, this will be a quick video of some doodlebugs before I put them in their final spots for the winter. I've been moving them around, getting ready to put up a couple more of those tarp garages. This is a 1930 AA, came out of Ludlow, Vermont. Sat for a very long time outside. Enough time for these steel rims to rot away. But nothing too special about it, but it is longer than the average doodlebug, so I plan on building a dump truck out of this one. It is the only one I have with a complete dash. Unfortunately, you can't read the odometer anymore. There is a lot of junk in the gas tank, but I haven't seen any holes in it, so hopefully it's all right. This next one, sick of moving it around. It's what I call a 1930 Chevrolet. It came from Canaan, New Hampshire, out of a junkyard. It was sitting in a very low spot that was really wet. It actually took a couple years to finally get it, waiting for the ground to dry out. It's pretty rough. The only reason I really wanted it was because it had two transmissions, and it's at the time it was the only doodlebug I had with two transmissions in it. But it is up for sale. I have a couple people interested in it. If it doesn't go soon, it'll go down to my little junkyard and it'll stay there for the winter, or I might keep it. The more people reach out asking for especially front end parts because they can't find them, it makes me think maybe I should hang on to it just in case I get another Chevy in the future. But it is another one with a complete dash. Unfortunately, you can't read anything. But everything is frozen. Beyond frozen. Not much to it. I have pulled all the spark plugs and got the engine soaking. There is actually oil in the pan. Doesn't look like there's any water in it, so that's good. Next, I've actually made a couple videos on this one. It's been tarped since then, and I forgot how much I did to it. I've got a gas tank now, new choke cable, fuel line. I added a volt gauge and that switch. I don't remember what it does, but hopefully this one will be in line pretty soon to get finished. It is cool, and I know it runs. What stinks is I had this and that Chevy tarp together, and I came back here this summer and the tarp ripped, of course, right above the engine. So when I took the tarp, I double tarped it after that, but as soon as I pulled the tarps off, everything inside those ports, the carburetor, everything was just soaked. So hopefully it's all right. Hopefully I don't have to track down some more parts. But this one came from, I forget the town, somewhere in Massachusetts. I bought it right before I bought my house here, so I've had it just over 3 years. This one came from Shapley, Maine. Don't know really anything about it, other than I thought it was cool at the time, but I think now I'm going to pull a bunch of parts off of it for a tractor I'm building, especially the rear end since it's already narrowed. It is going to be like an early iron wheel style tractor, so I'm not going to use these rear tires, but they'll definitely go on something, especially these, I don't know if you'd call them chains, but I haven't seen anything like them, but I bet they work well. Not sure what this diff is, but it's pretty much the exact width that I wanted for my tractor build, so I'm going to use it. Big 4-speed transmission, big old Briggs. I was told it didn't have spark when I picked it up, so I'm pretty sure I have that points cover somewhere. But it's pretty cool. I'm not sure what this front end is. At first I thought maybe Crosley, because everything is so small. But that is just a guess. I haven't done any more research on it. But I wonder how well it plowed snow. Pretty cool. Looks like they're just using an old power steering pump as a hydraulic pump for it. Although I have seen some plow pumps look like that, but that kind of looks like early Ford, like 60s Ford. It's pretty cool. But I do think I am going to use it for parts. I don't think it'll ever get running and driving as a Doodlebug again. I'll take a quick walk down here. Got a couple more down here. Kind of just been throwing all the long-term projects down this way, just so they're out of the way. It's my backhoe attachment under that one. This is a tractor conversion that also came from that same place in Ludlow, Vermont. And I'm pretty sure that's an early Chevy rear end. It matches some other Chevys that I have. But it's overall in pretty good condition, considering how old it is. Some of the teeth, some parts have some handy brazing work done to them, but it's pretty cool. So I'm glad to have it. I just have to decide what it's going to go under. That's the plow for the plow bug. And then this one is a 30. Another 30 Model A, or Double A. Again, not quite sure why I bought it, but has what's left of a 4-speed in it. No dash or anything. Steering wheel's falling apart. I think the front tires are still good. But it does steer, it does roll nice. Yeah, even this rim, junk, although that one's pretty good. So I have a bunch of Model A motors, so this will probably be a project at some point. Get it going. Have a few radiators as well. Next one, this is I believe it's a 1927-ish Chevy. I forget what town it came from, but it was in Vermont. I got it mostly because the front half was complete, and it has a Ruxel 2-speed rear end, which I'm actually going to pull and use parts of it for the snowmobile project. I did briefly start messing with it when I brought it home. Transmission was stuck, so I pulled the top cover off and the side of the transmission fell off. So definitely filled with water at some point and froze, unfortunately. But I do have a 4-speed transmission. I don't know, I know it's real early Chevy, but I'm not sure if it will bolt up to this bell housing or not. So I'll have to research that. This one is actually also currently for sale. No carburetor. But pretty complete. I have had all the spark plugs out a few times, and I just keep adding more 50/50 to it. So maybe someday it'll free up. Pretty cool. I don't know what this setup on the front was used for, and there's some tabs welded on the axle. But this is another one people have been bugging me about, front end parts and brakes and that light bar. People really want that. But I think I'd rather just get rid of the whole thing instead of part it out. Radiator's in pretty decent shape. This is the last one down here. This one also came from Canaan, New Hampshire. Another Chevy, not sure the age. I think it's pretty early. I don't know why I bought it, like most things, but didn't want to see it get crushed. There's a few parts I'm sure they're usable on this thing. I briefly thought about putting that tractor conversion on this frame, because I do have I found out it's a 28 Chevy engine, radiator to firewall, hood, everything complete. I got the engine freed up, so I was thinking I could drop that on there. That transmission actually shifts through all the gears still, and I could put that tractor conversion on the back, get some steel wheels for the front. Might be pretty cool. Did have it tarped for a while, but the oil pan's rotted out. The oil pan is actually full of dirt. So, and the carburetor's already split, so I don't know. Another project someday. Here's the loader. It's a little Doodlebug. So, and I got a couple Ruxtals under those tarps, but bare bones stripped, and I need hubs for the snowmobile, and there's no brakes inside any of the ones in the garage, so I'm hoping this has brakes, at least decent. And the shifter is rotted out on the snowmobile one too. That one's solid, so should be some good parts on that. So that's it for now.